Hey everybody, this is Matt here again with Shaving Today. I'll be using some new products today from Stirling Soap Company. So, if you saw my last video, you know what I unboxed. And I'll be using Stirling Suka today with the matching splash. And let me tell you that this soap lathered up so nicely in my Stirling collapsible bowl with my Stirling brush. All of their products all around are amazing, not just the soaps and aftershaves and whatnot. The hardware is great too. Look at this lather in here and on the brush. It's fantastic. And they threw in a sample of Stirling's pre-shave soap that is mentholated, so I'm going to be using that as a pre-shave. I've never used their pre-shave soap. For a razor, I'll be using Gem Featherweight for the second time. So let's see if I can master it a little bit more this time around. So I'm going to wet my face and I'm going to start using this. All right, let's go ahead with this pre-shave soap and see how it performs. I think I've got about 3 days growth here. So, fair amount. And it is nighttime. I don't normally shave at night, but I just felt like it today. Kind of hard to rub this little bar around with the shape that it is. It smells nice, the menthol. All right, that's good. Really didn't have to rub much on there at all to get it going. Feels very similar to PA's Cube and tube. Nice pre-shave. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start lathering here. Very excited to use Stirling's Suka. I've got the scent notes here. The top notes are citrus and lavender. Middle notes are jasmine, iris, lily of the valley, and Bulgarian rose. And the base notes are moss, cedar, tonka bean, vanilla, chocolate, and amber. So it's a very unique scent profile. It's based on the original Hanayamori for men, and I've heard a little bit about that fragrance, and let me tell you that it's supposed to be like a woody oriental scent, but it really is. But it's so much more than that. It's more complex. It has a lot of really nice sweetness to it. But you really do get kind of that vanilla, chocolate, tonka bean creaminess. And the floral notes are amazing. They come through strongly for me. Just a really beautiful scent. I'm a huge fan of it. My fiance smelled it earlier and she really liked it too. So, yeah, I'm a big fan. You know, maybe further down the line, if they bring it back out, I'll get the EDT because it is limited right now, and they're not sure if they're going to have it come back or not. And I hope they do because it deserves a spot in their regular lineup. I'm sure a lot of people, once they smell it, would really be a big fan. Nice lather here. All right, let's get started here. I hope everybody is doing well. Gotta remember this is a single edge and I'm not used to that. Hope everyone's doing well. It's been a few days since my last shaving video. I haven't been doing them as often, but I hope to get back to doing it more regularly as I get less busy. Wow, guys, this is so smooth. This is a second use blade in this gem featherweight. Let me tell you that pre-shave really helps. I'm a big fan of this razor. Really like the way it looks. It's my first single edge razor, and it's definitely very light. You know, they call it the featherweight. But it feels pretty easy to use for not having used single edge other than this. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to rinse this a little more often than I would a DE. Very, very smooth. Going through it like butter. I was in the northern part of Michigan's Lower Peninsula over the weekend and had a good time at a cottage. And it was a good weekend for being out on the lake and all of that. I hope you guys have been enjoying the weekends of the summer and making the most of it. I'm trying to have a very light touch with this razor because it is light. I don't want to push too hard. I feel like that's what I've been doing lately. Too much pressure. Going over the same area too many times. It has a wide head, but you can really kind of focus it on a smaller area too. Guys, I really do love this scent. I believe the sale is still going on. Hopefully it still will be at the time of this video. And if you haven't had a chance to pick it up, I definitely recommend it. You know, there's only a few limited options for single edge blades, but I'm really happy with this one. I believe it's a gem blade. All right, I gotta be careful on my upper lip here. It does feel much more like a straight razor than a DE blade does. Be careful here. Hard to get under the nose with a DE, and this is even harder. Need a little more lather right there. All right, very nice first pass. I'm going to rinse off and then relather. We're going to relather here, and I did add a little more pre-shave soap before this pass, just because I wanted to test it a little more. I think I like it better than PAA's. Again, look at all this nice lather in here. Just going to lather right on top of that pre-shave soap. Has a very slight amount of menthol. Can barely feel it, I think, because the bar is so small. But I'm glad that it's not more than it is. I definitely scooped too much soap this time. Did not need to use nearly as much as I did. So I gotta remember that. Very nice. All right. I need to dry my fingers. This is too slippery with wet fingers. This handle, being the plasticky Bakelite material that it is slippery when wet. Gotta use dry fingers. Going across the grain. Very nice slickness between the pre-shave and the shave soap. Very nice. So yesterday I was unpacking from the weekend, and Tilly was on the bed next to the bag. She went after one of the straps on the bag, and she got my thumb with her claw in the worst way possible. And her claws are so sharp right now, and they really need to be trimmed. And her claw just sliced my thumb right open. It went under my fingernail, or my thumbnail. It was bleeding a lot, and it was pretty deep. It was pretty painful, so I need to make sure to trim her claws because they can really get razor sharp. Super smooth razor again. The shape's going well. Don't really have any nicks yet, knock on wood. Hope I don't get any. Try to avoid that. I have this mole right here that I nick a lot unintentionally, so I'm trying to go really light over that spot. Just to make sure I'm not going over any areas dry. There we go. Need some more leather here on my chin. Very nice. All right, I'm just gonna do a third pass on my cheeks and then, yeah, I'll call it good after that. All right, I did put a little more pre-shave on because why not? And I did manage to nick myself on the neck. I didn't even feel it when I was doing it. Got myself disappointed in that. Hear all that feedback? Still whiskers there. Really, really do love this scent. Definitely when I start using it more and really getting a good handle of it. You know, the different scent notes and how they come together. All right. I'm gonna rinse off, do the post-shave routine, and then I'll come back with the splash. All right, guys, I am back with the aftershave splash. And I did not use the loom again. I'm trying to really go without using that. Ooh, this started bleeding again. The one thing that loom is really good for is sealing up those nicks. Witch hazel doesn't do it as well for me, but I'm gonna throw some of the splash on here even if it burns. You know what? That's really not bad at all. Man, does that smell nice. So, it's like very exotic and oriental, but in its own unique way. I really, really like it. Really, really recommend checking it out. But you know what? That was a really good shave overall with that gem featherweight. I'm happy with it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I look forward to using more new products soon. Thank you again to all my supporters and subscribers and everybody who's watching and commenting and whatnot. Really appreciate the support on the channel and look forward to making more content for you guys. So thank you for watching.